Now, hello everyone! Welcome back to Tales from the Pact Worlds. This is a freaking amazing, exciting event today because for you were all joining us for the premiere of the Dawn of Flame Adventure Path. Like everyone, congrats!
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you all for being here. This is, as you can tell, if you've tuned into Tales from the Pack Worlds before, you can tell that this is a completely new cast of characters, a new, whole new cast of players as well. So first and foremost, before we do anything else, we're going to go ahead and meet our players. So I'm going to start over here with Talia.
Hello, I am Talia, and I'm going to be playing Poppy, the Raxlight Sensate Shield Solarian.
Nice. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Next up, we
Thanks
have
for having me.
Oh, of course, anytime. I'll have you. You're always welcome at my table. Next up, we have Amy.
Hello, I am Amy, and I'll be playing Vera, an android tinker.
Perfect. All right. Thank you for joining us, Amy. Excited to be playing with you.
Thank you.
All right.
Me too.
Next up, we have Adam.
Hello, my name's Adam. I'll be playing Kate B, and I'm an android at the Space Pirate.
Nice. Very, very good. Kate B's got a very good story. I can't wait to see how it unfolds.
As can I.
And then last but certainly not least, we have Ray.
Hi, I'm Ray. I'm going to be playing Eladia. I am a strict outlaw technomancer, and
Very
I am
nice.
excited to play this game.
Very, very nice. Good stuff, guys. So, just to kind of give you a little bit of background information from a little bit of background information for the storyline. This crew was brought together kind of not necessarily out of friendship, not necessarily out of duty, but kind of out of necessity. You are all seem to have some kind of past that you're running from. You all seem to have something that you either that you're a past that you're running from, or you're trying to find something in the galaxy, like some sort of fulfillment, or just something you haven't had before. To that end, you have all joined on to the same starship called the Rise Maiden. You have taken on a couple of jobs as a crew. This might be your second or third job. But as it stands now, our adventure begins today with all of you completing your most recent mission, which is to deliver a bunch of scientists to the far portal station orbiting the Pact World sun. So the adventure picks up there. To set the mood here, you see that the ship, you see the Rise Maiden flying into orbit around the space station. It's a spoken wheel design, and it's large enough to accommodate the resident researchers and maintenance crew. But it's not anything spectacularly big. The room, like when you see there, like they kind of wave you in, they direct you to the docking ports, and all of you, Eladia is able to pilot the ship into the docking port with no problem, and the ship opens up. The researchers thank you for your patronage. Thank you for bringing them to the station. But now it's kind of up to you to to explore the station. Let's see here. Let's start as I always like to do. Let's go in the same order that we introduced our players in. Let's have a quick description of how everyone looks. So, Talia, do you mind describing to everyone what Poppy looks like?
Yeah, so Poppy is 16 inches tall. She that's a good way to start. She is pretty small, and on her head, as her name suggests, Poppy has similar leaves to a poppy flower, so they're about red and yellowish. Um, to match with her leaves, she's wearing kind of a bodysuit that is red and black and yellow all over. And she kind of just is looking around. She's kind of really interested in, all the different kinds of people that are around her. She's got these big bright eyes. She's very young for a Raxolite. She's about 2 years old. So that to a Raxolite is an adult, but she is, she's got these big bright eyes. She's very curious and interested in everything, and every person and species and anything that goes by her, she's just like very, very excited. Like her mouth is slightly ajar, like
Wow. And imagine,
Yeah.
being that small as well, like people probably just like walking by you, not even really paying attention.
Oh yeah, she needs to kind of make sure nobody steps on her every couple steps. She's kind of hey, I'm walking over here, just like
We're walking here. All right. So yeah, Poppy. So Poppy kind of like looks up in wonderment at the station around her. Can we have a description of what a Vera looks like?
Yes, so Vera looks in many ways kind of like a typical android, sort of like a bluey grey kind of skin. Her eyes are sort of a reddish brown colour, and she's got like circuit board sort of designs coming down from her eyes. She's got short green cropped hair, and she wears this white bodysuit with sort of pink patches on her. She's relatively short, not quite as short as Tali's character, but not quite as short as Poppy, but yes. I guess she's quite a relatively new android, so she's in pretty good condition. And yeah, that's Vera.
Nice, good job. After Vera, we see what appears to be another android step off remote of off the ship. Can we have a description of what Kate B looks like?
Sure. So Kate B has, so she emanates a purple light throughout her body. These are all the wirings that are going all through, that course throughout her. She wears a short-sleeved mesh dress. Well, not really dress, but a combat gear. She brandishes a small pistol that glows a red and orange light at the end of it. She has long purple hair and mainly covering up one side because she's a little bit self-conscious of the massive head wound that covers the one side that actually kind of kicks off her entire origin story. Kate B carries herself with a somewhat stoic demeanor. Although she has a lot of inner demons inside her, and she is seeking desperately to find her identity within the scope of the universe. At the same time, she has a bit of a wariness of people, and she often doesn't want people to know what she's really feeling on the inside.
Damn. There we go. I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head there with that. Good job. All right, and then stepping out from behind them after securing all the docking bays, turning the ship off, and stepping away from the thrusters, we have Eladia.
All right, Eladia looms over the rest of the crew. In comparison, she's about 6 foot tall. The first thing you notice is that she stands quite rigid. She has excellent posture. She's wearing knee-high combat boots, and what looks like at a glance might look like a military uniform, but you can't tell any allegiance to it. You notice that she has like a glowing data pad on her arm that she's checking as she steps off the ship. She has thick curly hair that she keeps half pulled up and into a ponytail and really slicked back. Looks like it's always like kept it in place. But definitely you cannot overlook her giant wings sprouting from her back. They're off-white color with a slight brown, and they're feathered wings. And yes, that's all about her. That's Lady.
Nice. Good stuff. Guys, I got a perfect image of everybody in my head. I love this crew. This fantastic crew, cast of characters. So yeah, you guys all step out onto the station, and again, like, it looks pretty drab, like, all things considered. Like, it's very Spartan. There doesn't look like this station is built for comfort at all. The only thing that you see that any time or attention has been poured into is all the scientific equipment that is built into the station. If anybody would like to, you can give me culture checks to try to figure out more information about Far Portal Station in general.
Ooh.
Oh man, I'm gonna feel the big difference in between the Robbie and Poppy right now.
That's true, because Talia is the only one returning from the last game, and we ended the last campaign at level 13, and now you're square one, level 1. Another thing that we are doing differently in this game is that we are going to be using actual dice. So we will be rolling. So if we'll be using Roll20 for some other things, like if other players don't have dice, they're more than welcome to use Roll20. But you'll see me rolling dice. You'll see a lot of the other players rolling dice as well. so that way we can have a little bit more hint of mystery behind all of the dice rolls. All right. So
I'll just quickly chime in. Sorry, no, go on.
No. Go ahead. Please.
I was just going to say, so as a thief operative, so because my perception skills are quite high, and my survival instinct briefly kicks in, although I'm not immediately interested in causing any scene. I am going to kind of try to see, okay, is there something I can suss out about this place that maybe is worth noticing? So can I do a culture check, please?
Yeah, please.
All right. First, I'm going to do this.
All right.
So,
First roll of the game, baby.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Is anyone else going to be rolling culture as well, or we just got Adam?
I want to roll.
My culture's low.
Okay.
I think mine's quite low as well.
Remember, in order to roll culture, you have to have at least one skill rank in it.
Sorry.
Oh, wait.
I'm already stuffing this up.
Good. This is why we learn to play. Why do we follow Master Bruce? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. I didn't just watch Batman Begins recently.
I did too!
Yes!
I literally watched it like this week.
That's amazing. So did I.
I watched all of them though. I will not make a culture check though because I suck.
Sounds like Adam's the only one who can make a culture check. Let's see here.
Okay, so from roll 20, where would I put in the roll?
In the chat box.
In the chat box.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you would type in those.
Just
Just
as you.
as I copied and pasted earlier.
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
14. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. So that's just enough to understand the basic of what's going down in Far Portal Station. So Far Portal Station in particular is designed to study what's known as the Far Portal. The sun was explored about 100 or so years ago by a bunch of Blashutas and other races that were worshipping the sun goddess Sarenrae. And while they were exploring the sun, orbiting the sun, and trying to push further in, there was getting to a point where the ship was about to be destroyed from the heat of the sun. When all of a sudden a magical portal opened up and led them into a city. There's a completely abandoned city, completely left, a complete city was erected and floating in these bubbles, all tethered together by this weird energetic force. But the city was completely abandoned. And so a bunch of people who started worshiping the goddess Sarenrae started moving in. People from the plane of fire who have made their way to this plane of reality started moving in there as well. And then the Far Portal was this mystical gate that they found near that city where it'll open up at random intervals. Nobody knows when, there's no rhyme or reason to it. There have been people who have gone into it, but it has never opened up from the opposite side. And for Far Portal Station, you know that this station is designed specifically to research that portal. There's not very much here in the ways of luxuries. There's not very the most valuable stuff here would be the technical equipment used to research the Far Portal.
On that note, could I roll something to examine the tech?
Yeah.
See if there's anything cool that my Tinker android might be interested in.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a computers or engineering check.
Cool. So that's going to be a D20?
Yes, D20 plus your total, your computers or engineering, whichever one you want to roll.
Cool. I'll go with engineering.
All right. Nice.
Okay, it's a 17
Love that
plus
sound.
9.
That's a 26.
Which is going to be a 26.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so
good fast roll.
you see, you immediately point out, it's almost as if, your brain is firing on all cylinders. As soon as you see, all of this, technology, you're oh my god, this is, a state-of-the-art quantum flux reader XJ19. They don't even have these, they haven't even been announced yet. Holy shit. So yeah, you can tell like this is like top of the line like scientific equipment. Like there's not much in the way of
Hmm.
self-defense. There's not much in the way of weapons. But you do know that this is like state-of-the-art equipment used to measure and study not just like scientific experiments, but also to gauge magical effects as well.
Awesome. Cool.
I'm gonna walk up behind Vera.
Mm-hmm.
Vera, what did you find?
I found a bunch of pretty cool tech that I would love to commandeer, and I just kind of like shifty side eyes. But yeah, it looks like this stuff is also being used to measure magical effects, and not just your basic engineering stuff. So yeah, we're dealing with some pretty magical stuff here.
Glances at Kate B whenever you say that you would love to commandeer.
You see, like
So-
as you guys are talking, you see this this human man come up, and he's in like a suit. Like everyone else is in like scientific like garments, like either jumpsuits, some are wearing lab coats, like all have ID badges. This guy comes up in a nice like dress suit, human, real slicked back hair, comes right up to you, and she's like, "Noticed her as soon as you walked in, ain't she? Yep, the quantum scanner XJ19000's a real beaut. Just sold one to the far portal station here. Reckon I could rip you up one if you're in the market to buy one."
How much would you be selling
Sorry.
for?
Oh.
Who are you again?
Whoa! Who said that?
And then I'm like right next to his leg, just tugging or her, tugging the pant,
Oh.
sleeve, kind of just like I'm down here. Come on.
Oh, ain't you the cutest little critter I ever did see? Well, hey, howdy there, partner. I don't think I've ever seen one of y'all before. And he starts like poking at you like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah. Watch it, all right? Who are you?
Oh, my name is Sleazy Jenkins, and I'm here. I'm the best. I'm the rootinest, tootinest salesman this side of the far portal. If there's anything, if you're looking into buying or selling anything, I can sure hook you up with one of these nice computers. I reckon your starship could use one.
I don't know if I want to trust someone called Sleazy Jenkins.
That's my birth-given name. Sleazy is a family name. My grandfather and his grandfather before him. A generational thing.
Well, I mean, no.
Nah, it's okay.
Oh, look, a cockroach.
And then like he kind of like sidles over to Kate B. She's like, I reckon someone like you might be able to put a machine like this to good use. And he kind of just slaps the shit out of the computer screen.
KB just kind of, KB attempts to very respectfully ignore what she just transpired, but she's keeping an eye on him. She doesn't say much because she's still trying to figure him out.
Very well then. All right. Strong silent type. I can understand that. I can respect that. Then he turns over to Vera and Eladia. And he's like, now where were we? I believe we were going to get into the business of talking business.
Well, name your price then for this wonderful new tech.
As soon as he opens his mouth to start talking, all of a sudden, hold on one second. All of a sudden, you hear this loud scream. Oh my god! And like you all like look behind you, like you see this giant window is like right behind you, like orbiting the sun, and you all see like a group of scientists running towards like an area right behind you, grouping up and just all shouting and pointing at the far portal. As you all like, what do you guys do?
Lady's gonna like whip around and turn towards that direction.
Imitating Sleazy's accent, Poppy's kind of just gonna run. A little curiosity ain't never killed no one.
Oh my god, I love it. Fucking love Poppy. Okay, so you guys.
Okay,
go ahead.
Sorry, is there something I can use now to, again, just using my perception to ascertain what's going on in this moment?
Yeah.
With this giant portal that suddenly appeared?
Yeah, go ahead and we'll make a perception check in general.
Okay. So roll 20 plus 10?
D20 plus 10, yes, whatever your perception is.
D20 plus 10.
Do we all roll perception or just him?
You can all roll perception. It's fine.
21.
Nice. Also, when you
Why is it-
if you're rolling in Roll20, please call out all of your rolls because sometimes I might be looking at a different screen. But yeah, good stuff.
Why can I never, ever, ever find perception on my sheets?
It's in the P section of your skills.
The P section?
The P section. Alphabetically.
I got 17.
17. Okay.
19.
19.
Oh, okay. 19.
All right. So all of you
Nice.
see that this portal has opened up, and like a ship has just like flown out of there. It looks damaged. It looks like it's been in a dogfight. And like it's clearly like trailing like plasma as it erupts from the portal. And like Sleazy Jenkins like, oh well, I guess I gotta be getting out of here then. Stuff like this is going down. I can't be caught. Can't be caught over here. Catch you later. And runs off. But all of you notice this. However, Kate B, you notice that it looks as though something else is emerging from the portal as well.
There's something going on here. Okay, this is not the kind of thing I was expecting to happen today, but we need to. Let's go exploring. Let's go figure out. Let's go see what's going on. So I head in the direction of the ship, to see if there are any still living. Well, first I want to see what is this thing appearing from the ship, but also wanted to see if there are any life forms still alive on the ship.
Okay. First of all, if you can run towards the ship, and if you want to scan the vessel, you'll need to make a computer's check. What are the rest of you doing?
Wait, so I can let me get this straight. The ship is actually coming into the hangar where we are.
No, the ship is coming out of the far portal. Like
out
you're
of
on
the far
station.
portal.
Yeah, there's a ship coming outside of the portal.
And it's coming to the station. So we're not anywhere
it's not
close to
coming
the
towards
ship.
the station at all. It's just
Okay.
It's just
so we
from
we can
portal.
only observe. Okay, that's what I'm trying to make sure. We can only observe it coming out. It's not anywhere near us.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Poppy's like halfway there.
I'm gonna start running and like realize I'm running a little faster than Poppy's little legs.
You know what's actually funny though is that like Poppy has a faster land speed than you do. I've noticed that about your character. That's great.
She's looking at.
Good to know. I was gonna offer a lift, but that's good to know.
On land.
I mean, I'll take a lift. Like.
Okay, I hold out my hand as I'm like catching up with Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy just kind of okay, and just like climbs up like, oh, thank you.
Love it. All right. So yeah, what is Vera doing in this moment?
In a similar vein to Kate B, I'm gonna sort of like, so yeah, the thing I didn't explain in my sort of character description is that like my eyes have like a pretty in-depth tech as well, which can sort of analyze things in a lot of depth, and just I'm gonna try and sort of see if I can see anything funky going on with the ship.
So with the perception you rolled earlier, you're not really able to get anything off of that. But if you'd like to aid Kate B in a computer's check to try to scan the ship, you're more than welcome to do so.
Yeah, I'll do that.
So how this works, how aiding works is that one of you is going to make the actual computer's check. Another person is going to roll a computer's check as well. If they get a 10 or higher, then the person who's doing the main roll gets a +2 to their bonus. So usually, who has the higher computer score between the two of you?
Okay.
My computer score is 8.
Mine is 6.
All right. So what I would recommend is Adam, you make the aid check, because you just need to hit a 10, and that'll give her a +2 to her computer score, and then that way you can both scan together and get an overall better reading. So roll your d20 + 6.
Cool.
As you guys have entered the ship. Put on some.
Okay, I rolled a 13 total.
13 total. Okay. And then
I rolled a 14 total.
Nice. Okay, so overall that's going to be
Awesome.
a 15, which is exactly what you needed. Perfect. So
Nice.
very, very good. All right, so
Teamwork.
exactly. So you
Okay.
guys
Persevere. Like, looks like you're coming to good use after all.
just kind of like grumble a bit.
Yes, I love it. So you guys do some. It's a weird thing. You're able to like punch into the scanners, try to scan the vessel, but you're not able to penetrate this material. Like you're fairly confident that even given enough time, your sensors wouldn't be able to penetrate this type of material. It's not like it's unlike anything you've seen before. Then all of a sudden, as you look up, or you see your scanners kind of see like unknown entity exiting the portal, and like on through your computer screen, you see, and I'm gonna take you to the next screen on Roll20 here. You see what appears to be a giant space whale has also emerging from the portal as well, with like weird kind of cybernetic mechanical augmentations attached to its head. And it looks like it's in pursuit of the ship.
Yeah, bye.
The second Poppy sees that, she just breaks into laughter, like excited laughter. She's just like, "This is exactly what I left Castrovel for."
You see, like at this point, you start getting a computer hail on your ship. Beep 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 beep.
On our ship?
Yeah, on your ship, because you're all on the ship at this point,
Okay.
right?
I thought we were running towards
I thought we were running.
Well,
Yeah.
Towards.
Okay. Nice. Okay, so, well, you get a you'll still get like a little hailing message on your
On
personal comm, Aledia.
Okay.
Wait. So, I'm on Aladia's hand, and as we're going towards it, I'm gonna kind of, or are we still moving, Aladia?
Let's say we've made it to the
portal
window.
thing.
I guess we're running to yeah.
You're running
Okay,
to like the airlock to where your ship is gonna be.
Yeah. Okay. We've made. Okay. So we've made it. Sorry.
So
Okay.
much like a child being held, I'm kind of just like holding onto her hand, like looking towards the whale, and then looking back at the ship that we were talking about purchasing, and I'm gonna kind of say, wait, where'd the guy go? The seller?
You there? Is the guy there?
No, he's gone. He left. He got scared.
Sleazy pieced out.
As
That's our ship. That's our ship. Let's go.
As
And I'm
Chris
gonna say
said
no.
in the as Chris said in the chat, it looks like he went to go excuse himself at the restroom.
the second that I kind of realize the guy's not there, I'm just gonna say, well, what are we doing here? We've seen the whale. Let's go. That's our ship now.
Aledia, you're still getting that message like flaring in
Yeah.
a message. So this holographic image like appears outside of whatever it is that you're getting the message on, and you see this Cassava Male. Where's my rule book? I can show you guys what they look like. You see what appears to be a Cassava Male. Almost there. This race right here. This race right there. Kind of elongated heads. All Cassavas in general keep their mouth covered. It's kind of like a weird racial thing. Not necessarily weird, but like a traditional racial thing. And it, like you see like the like his name, like he has like a nameplate like slapped onto his image called Station Master Jory.
Jory?
Jory, yes. Attention, crew of the Rise Maiden. And like since the ship is registered to you, Aledia, like you're the only one that's getting this message.
Wait, I officially registered that ship?
Well, I mean, you were the one who docked it and piloted it, and like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not it's not like there's like a VIN or anything with it, but.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because you had to connect and everything, whatever. Jason Master, like he recognizes like you who just arrived. Yes, I'm Station Master Jory Kimasan Kofa of Clan. I'm Jory. It's fine. Please, you have to help. That ship is the first to ever pass through the far portal from the plane of fire. It's of immense scientific value, and that beast is about to incinerate it. Your vessel is the only one here that can handle the situation. We need you to save that ship.
I'm gonna look to the crew, guys. We in on this?
I'm ready.
KP turns around and says, well, I got nothing better to do today. Let's do it.
I'm just like tinkering with some random bits of tech, and I'm like, let's go.
We're at your service.
Thank you so much. We'll begin disembarking procedures immediately. Just get to your ship. You're cleared for landing, or you're cleared for departure whenever you arrive.
Got it. Thank you.
So as we're kind of headed towards the ship, I wanna kinda just look around. So what's everyone's positions in this ship? Cause I over here am the one who's gonna obliterate that whale.
Oh shit.
I turned to Poppy and I said, Poppy, what kind of memory do you have? Did you take a blow during our last mission? Don't you remember? I'm a science officer.
I mean, I'm just saying. I know that I'm gonna be the thing that's gonna bring that whale down. I'm just putting it out there.
I'm trusting you to go all cannons ablazing, Poppy.
It makes me so happy that there's this giant turret on your spaceship, and behind it is this Poppy with die
Literally. Honestly, I'm being straight out right now. If anyone has seen the movie Bolt, I'm taking a lot of base from the hamster.
Okay.
The hamster that just has never been out there, has never done anything, but is so excited.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
Good stuff.
All right. Crew, let's head to the ship.
As we're all running to the ship, I just quickly point out secretly that I wonder if there's a good bounty or a good reward we can collect from all this. Because I don't help people for nothing.
Worry about the bounty later. Think about it later. We gotta go now. Think of it this way. Even if you don't get money, you're gonna get recognition. How would you like to be the first one to kill the first giant whale that goes through the portal, yada yada yada, etc.?
I'd rather be the first to be paid for killing the first giant whale that came out of...
Nice, you'll get your money, come on.
Guys, I think you're forgetting the main point. Money means tech, and we need tech.
Yes.
Haven't you seen the condition of our ship lately? We took a rather beating in our last mission.
You see, a little pipe just immediately falls down, right behind Poppy, as he says that. As KP says that.
Poppy doesn't move at all. Poppy's just like, nah, you guys are just freaking out. You guys are just come on, let's go.
I dive to catch the pipe.
Yeah.
Pop that back where it came from.
There it is. Yes,
Poppy's completely oblivious.
We don't have time for this. Ikimashou. We need to help this group.
Ikuso.
Nice. Okay, so you guys, maybe a minute or two passes, you all fly into your regular positions on the starship, and you make your way, launch from the station to engage in Starship Combat. So
Woohoo!
I'm freaking pumped. I'm bringing you guys to the map, and I'm gonna bring the viewers to the map as well. Ta-da! Shout out to the amazing Darling Archer for making these incredible overlays. Thank you so much. They looks fantastic, and we can't thank you enough for making them. This looks awesome. Okay, so let me make sure that everyone can see everything on here. Ta-da! All right, so you are this little ship on the very bottom. This is your ship. You should all be able to control it, but for the sake of what's going on in the game right now, Aladia, since you're the pilot, you're going to be the one that's doing most of the control on it.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to go straight into Starship Combat. Turn down this music a bit.
Woohoo!
Shout out to the amazing Crystal Wave Machine for making this awesome music for us for this game.
Ew.
Awesome.
I posted a link in the. Oh, some people are in the wrong boxes here. Talk about the name. I posted a link to the Crystal Wave Machine in our Twitch chat. If you want to check out, he also does awesome lo-fi remixes of video game music. Fantastic artist. And again, he's the one who made the music you're hearing right now. Anyways, let's get back to it. So,
overall good dude.
Overall good dude, yes. Very nice guy. Okay, so how Starship Combat works is it starts off in the engineering phase. So I believe Vera is the ship's engineer.
Mhm.
I'm
I
gonna find
think
44 in here.
All right. So you are going to act first. So you can, you should be
Okay.
able to like divert. I think is mostly what you do at level 1.
Okay. Cool. I think I will do that then.
All right. Let's divert. Divert.
So we are we attacking that thing that's like directly in front of us?
No. Okay. So sorry, I forgot to mention. So this is the ship. This one in the middle is the ship that like came out first. This giant thing in the back. Let me see if I can, so the viewers can see it as well. This in the back is the fire whale.
And we are
The
so
one
we
on the
are
fire wheel,
attacking
okay.
the fire wheel.
Yes, correct.
So it doesn't eat the ship.
So it doesn't eat the ship.
Gotcha. All right.
I turn to Captain Lydia and I say, Lydia, if you can get us as close to that whale as possible, because I'm going to lock onto that son of a bitch's tail.
Eladia raises her eyebrow at the mention of captain, but I'll get the ship as close as I can.
Captain. Okay. So, what would you like to do, Amy, in the engineering phase?
So what? So you said I'd be mainly diverting. What does that entail exactly?
I don't know why my music stopped all of a sudden, but okay. So that means, let's see here, for the divert, let me pull up those actions real quick. I can hear the music in someone else's, so at least it's playing for somebody. Divert. So, where's all this stuff? Okay, so as the engineer, you can divert. You can boost auxiliary powers into one of the other Starship systems. You can send it to the engines to increase your speed by 2. You can send it to the science equipment to give science officers a +2 bonus on their scans. You can send it to the shields to modify the shields and like send and like heal them a bit. Or you can send them to the weapons, and every one that is rolled on the damage dice are treated as is treated as a 2 instead of a 1.
Ooh, okay. In that case, I think I'm going to send the boost to the weapons. I think that's what we need.
I'm gonna reload roll 20 on my end. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and roll a d20 plus your engineering score.
Well, that was a natural 1.
Okay.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, as Kate B mentioned, you guys took quite a bit of hammering in your last thing, so you still haven't gotten the repairs in quite yet to get it working up to full function. So unfortunately, you're not able to divert the power in the way that you wanted to. But all of a sudden, the cappuccino machine starts like tasting really good. All right.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
The next phase is the helm phase. So in this phase, how it works is that the pilots and the science officer act first. However, the pilots always go first, and the pilots roll initiative.
Okay.
So this is we don't roll initiative in roll 20 for Starship Combat because we roll initiative every single turn. So just roll your roll a piloting check on your character sheet.
Okay.
And also, your ship gives you a +1 to piloting.
Okay. Okay. Math. 8 plus 7 plus 1.
That's
So 16.
16 for you. Mine was a 18. So I got a higher initiative, but that means you go first in Starship Combat. It's a reverse.
okay.
It's a weird reversal. So even though I got the higher initiative, you go first. And now on your turn, you can move up to your starship speed, and you can do stunts.
But I'm just trying to get closer,
Correct.
so I don't necessarily need to do a stunt.
Also, Chris posted a fantastic link to Starship Combat rules in the Twitch chat. Thank you so much.
Yep, that is fabulous.
Thank you, because I think this is the one I'm on, and it's still confusing. Anyways, my goal is just to get closer to this beast.
Okay.
So I can go, yeah. So I can go a speed of 8.
Okay.
So how does that work for our squares?
So in these little hexes, you can move. One is just 1. So you can move 8 hexes. However, I'm taking a look at your starship here. If you want to turn, you have, it says turn 1. Okay, so if you want to go, you can go straight, no problem. You can just go straight all you want. But if you want to turn, you can turn in any direction. But you have to go at least 1 square in that direction before you can turn again.
So, like, if I wanted to, like, basically kind of sidestep so I'm not in the direct path of that ship, then that's considered a turn?
Yeah, so, like, if you wanted to do that,
so, like, I want to go, basically, I want to go on I want to go here and then go on a straight trajectory. I don't want to be aiming at this ship.
So, like, you would have to go, like, right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from here you have to go 7, 8. And then you can turn in that direction. But you would have to end there because you can't just go like bop, bop. You have to go at least 1 square in the new direction.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Then that's where I want to move.
Nice. Go for it. Nice. Good shit. Now you can make. Chris said that to roll evasive maneuvers in the chat.
Evasive maneuvers.
That's a stunt. Just called evade. And that'll give you a +2 to your AC if you succeed.
Numbers. Okay. But I can do that now, or you said I can only move at this
You can do that now. You can do that now. You move and do stunts in your turn.
Yeah, but right now I don't need to evade. We're just trying to get close to the ship.
Okay. So then you're not gonna... No stunt?
No stunt.
Okay. Now, Kate B, that you also act in the piloting helm phase. So you can now, I believe you're in range to scan it. If you'd like to.
Is there anything I can lock onto on the whale at this moment? Because when I'm looking at... Yeah, go on.
You see that it, like, while it's mostly, you're used to scanning other ships. So scanning a giant space creature seems a little out of your wheelhouse. But you do see the cybernetic augmentation, so that's something that you can kind of hone in on to get a good idea of what you're witnessing.
This is the first time I've ever seen something like this, so yes, let's give it a good scan.
So
that's natural. Sorry?
You just roll a computer's check.
Okay, so 20 plus 6. I rolled an 18.
Nice! Okay, so you fucking smashed that. So you are able to get, like, you find out that it's surprisingly easy to figure out what's going on with this ship, or with this whale. So, you see that here, I'm gonna post all of this in our, in the Roll20 chat, because you got all of this information. For the viewers at home, I'll read it out, but this is the way you can all read it in your own time. You see that it is like it's a little bit smaller than your vessel. It's got an AC of 14, a target lock of 13, 40 hit points, and about 8 shield points in each quadrant. 8 in the front, 8 in the back, and then 7 on both sides. So it does have some shields. You do notice that the only weapons it has are in its forward arc, outside of, like, covering from its mouth. So with that information, you know that if you get behind it, it would not be able to attack you.
I turn to Lydia and I go, can you try to get us behind this whale?
Sure thing.
Now it is the whale's turn. Well, first of all, it's going to be the ship's turn. The ship goes... Let's see here. So many windows. Okay. The ship has a speed of 8. So the ship goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and still is leaking plasma and kind of putters out. The space whale thing is looking, it has the same kind of speed, and it's found a new target in you. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and goes right up onto you.
Ugh. Brace
And
yourself, guys.
It's got
Here
a...
be Lord says, Jesus, that thing is being crossed.
1 second. And also, it goes straight into your square and tries to bite a section out of your hull.
Oh god.
That's going to be
Rude.
its attack roll for. So now we go into the attack phase. So now this is where we both roll our attacks. The whale is going to try to bite into you, but Poppy, this is where you roll your attack roll now.
Sweet. Okay, so I am going to roll the attack roll, and I do have one question because it got me a little confused on the Rise Maiden. Because it sees the attack turret is a coil gun 44, but then there's also the security anti-personal weapon.
Yeah, so that anti-personal weapon is like, so if like someone is trying to break into your ship, a rifle pops out and tries to shoot them from getting in.
Oh, sweet. So that's only if someone's breaking in.
Yep, correct.
Alright, cool. Alright.
This
Here we
whale
go,
does not
44.
count as a significant enemy for Solarians, Chris.
It's okay.
No.
Okay,
So the attack roll for this. So you have to roll an attack roll first, which is your dex. Your dex.
Very true.
Your dex bonus plus your base attack bonus, which should be a +4 for you, I believe.
Dex plus base attack?
Yeah. So whatever your thing would be for your pistol, it's the same attack bonus.
Okay, hold on.
Once we know. So much numbers. Isn't this fun?
I'm also writing down a lot of this stuff. So it's gonna be 1d20 plus 4, right?
Yes, 1d20 plus 4. Ooh, okay, go ahead.
Okay, I lost my d20. Okay, found it. Okay, I got a 16 plus 4.
Nice, so that's a 20, and that absolutely hits. So now you roll 44 for damage. It missed with its attack. It missed with its bite. So I think as you were shooting it with your coil gun, it got and it wide into its mouth.
Oh, okay. Let's go 44.
44
Okay.
damage.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage.
9 damage? Oh shit.
Yep.
Okay, so you were attacking it in its forward arc. So all of its shields in its forward arc are completely destroyed.
Hell yeah!
And you
Nice
see
going.
that, and then you see some like a giant patch of blood also shoots out from it.
So as that happens, Poppy's just like, ha! What did I say, guys?
Oh wait, okay, and now we do all of that again. It's now the round 2, so we have to do all of that one more time. So let's start with Amy.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Seeing as we are now up close and personal with Mr. Whale here, I think I will divert to the ship's defenses.
Nice. Okay. Well, that
So engineering.
that will
check?
recharge its shields, and right now you haven't taken any
Yes.
damage just yet. So
Okay, I'm wondering if I should do it as a precautionary thing, or if I should still boost the weapons then.
maybe the weapons might be good for now.
Okay, hopefully we won't get destroyed later on. But yes, okay, I'll go for the weapons in that case.
Nice.
Another engineering check.
Correct.
I will be right back.
Okay, a little better than the crit one earlier. That's gonna be a 15.
That succeeds. It's 10 plus 1.5 times your tier. So there should be a way of boosting the shields and expectation. That's correct, Chris. There should be a way to do that, but there isn't just yet. Anyways, you succeed. So you have successfully diverted power into the Starship weapons. So the weapons are going to hit a little bit harder this time. All right, now we go back to the
Awesome.
piloting phase. So Aladia, can we roll initiatives?
Okay.
Ooh, I got a. Remember, you want the high one. And if you get the high one, you still go second. So
Oh, boo.
I got an 8. I got an 18.
I got 18 plus 8.
Okay, so you got the higher one, which means I go first.
Boo.
So, all right, so I'm gonna move your ship out of the way real quick so I can grab my token. It doesn't want any part of what you're serving up, so it goes over here. 1, 2, 3, right here, and then turns around to face you. Gets out of its way, and that's the end of its turn. So now you can move.
Wait. Okay. The reddish one is the.
This is your enemy right here. Yes. This one.
Okay. Well, that changes what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna give him a little red dot so that way you know that's the one you have to fight.
Yeah. Okay. So can I do a stunt first, or do I need to move first?
You can do a stunt right now. That's fine.
If I'm understanding this one, flip and burn.
Ooh, nice, good stuff. Okay, so the flip and burn means you just immediately turn around from where you are.
Yeah.
Or like you can move half your speed and then do a 180.
As the ship turns 180, I don't know if the rest of the crew members, but I was immediately taken unaware, and I rocked violently back and forth.
Oh, God.
Whoa! Remind us next time you're gonna do that.
Hopefully this works. Because I have to do a piloting check.
Yes, piloting check. And remember, you get a +1 because of your ship.
So I just roll a 20 plus my piloting plus one.
Yes.
15.
That succeeds. So you can move half your speed and then turn and then make a 180.
So turn like this. Like that.
Yes, but you were right there, and then so you can move. Did you just want to immediately stay in that same spot?
No, I wanted to get behind this creature.
Okay. So then you can move half your speed.
So
4.
Oh, but you said if I move like this, I have to keep going that way?
Correct. You can just go 4.
Like that?
You can go 4. You can go 4 straight down, but you would still be out of its range. You would still be behind it at that point.
So 1, 2, 3. Wait, 4 straight down. I need to go 3 straight down to be behind it.
Well, you would go
Like here is right.
No, you would have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you would be behind it.
Oh, that's okay. That's where it's facing.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's where I wanted to be.
This is like it can't attack you now.
Okay, Kate B, is this where you want it to be?
That's all I need.
Now, Kate B, where you are, since you've already scanned it, you can now target a system if you'd like.
Do I need... Because we've already done a scan of it before. Okay. I wonder if we can already go for the... Now that we've taken a big... given it a big blow before, I wonder if we can attack its elemental heart and move in for the kill.
Nice. I like it. Are you trying to target its heart?
Yes, can I try to... Is it, target system?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to try to target from its heart.
Perfect. That sounds great. And you do notice that is a system you can target.
Cool. So, lock on to target.
Computers check.
Lock on to heart, rather. Alright. What should I...
Just roll a
what should I
computer
roll with
check.
this one?
Roll a computer's check.
Okay, gotcha.
So so Amy will always roll engineering, Eladia will always roll piloting, Kate B will always roll computers, and Poppy will always roll guns.
Gotcha. I roll an 11.
That succeeds. So if you get a critical hit on this thing, then you can then you'll hurt its heart.
Ooh.
Alright.
Heart.
Now it is the other
You break
ship's
its
turn.
off.
The other ship's turn. The other ship is still just like limping along.
Just quickly before that, I just want to quickly add, Kate B nervously tries to lock him into the heart. She knows she hasn't got the best track reading, but she feels that as soon as the lock on her computer shows, she says, "I got it!"
Nice! Like, right where the heart is gonna be. Alright, now Poppy, it's they can't attack you. He can't attack you, so you're the only one that gets to roll an attack roll this round.
Alright, pretty much, so it's the same thing, it's the 1d20 plus 4, right?
Yep, 1d20 plus 4.
Okay, that was, never mind. Okay, 16.
That hits.
Sweet. So, 44 again. I'm gonna start rolling on my mouse pad. Okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 points of damage, so all of its shields in the back are completely gone as well. And you see like a bunch of damage bleed through onto its tail.
Ooh,
You guys
pretty
are-
colors.
You see just like chunks of viscera, of whale viscera, like are floating in space now. Alright, you guys know the drill. We're back at the top of the round, so engineering checks from Amy.
Cool. Yep, going for weapons again. That is gonna be a 20, total 20.
Nice. So yeah, the weapons have been powered up. Talia, I forgot to ask, in that last roll, were any of those D4s, were any of those 1s?
Oh, no, I don't
Okay.
believe so.
If
I
so,
think it was...
because your weapons are empowered, any 1 is now a 2. Just a heads up. Because Amy gave you, like, if you roll a 1, it's actually a 2 now, because she gave you extra power.
No, yeah, I think it was a 4, a 3, a 2, and actually a 1.
Oh, perfect, so it gets an extra point of damage on the whale.
So it was 11.
Nice.
Woo!
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, the weapons again. The powered up weapons. Alright, initiatives, Aladia, let's do it.
Right.
Oh, I got a 22.
23.
Nice, so I have to go first. So it's also going to attempt a flip and burn. And succeeds. So it's going to do 1, 2, and then just turn around. Alright. And that's the end of its turn.
Okay. It's facing us now, right?
Yeah. Now remember, your
but-
ship is on a turret, so you don't have to be facing it. Your turret, your turret can fire in any direction, so you don't have to be facing it.
Get it, Poppy. Okay. So, I'm going to move. Is it considered a slide if I'm trying to move diagonally?
Yes, I believe. Slide to the left.
To the right.
I'm trying to find
Basically,
out
I'm trying to go to at an angle, and then up, so that I am behind it again.
Mm.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Sliding, and then
That's
here.
your sweet
But
baby.
I need to roll for a slide, I believe.
Correct. Yeah. You still need to make
Okay.
the check.
The pilot check. Oh my god, that was bad. Okay,
Oh no.
10.
Okay, so you failed, which means you can move up to half your speed, but you can't make any. You can move forward, but you can't make any turns. You can only move 4 squares forward. That's it, because you failed.
Okay.
But your
So that would put that would put me here.
no,
Right.
no, because you're facing down, so you have to go 4 squares down.
No, it's not what I want to do.
But it's okay because your gun is a coil gun, which means you can shoot up to 20 squares away.
Do I have to go 4 squares, or can I just
You
go
can
1?
move up to 4 squares down.
All right. So if I have to move, then I'm just gonna do 1. Yeah.
Nice. Go for it.
Okay, I did. I moved it.
All right. Next up, it's going to be the science officer.
ADB in the house.
Because it's moved,
All
the
right.
target lock on the heart has disengaged.
Right. Am I correct to assume that its shields are down from its front end?
Correct.
All right. So let's do another lock on. Let's do another target on its from the front. Hang on. Looking here. From here, can I try to take another stab at its heart?
Yeah, for sure.
Alright, let's try to end this now. KP mentions to Poppy, Poppy, I'm gonna try to aim for its heart again. I want you to take this thing and send it back to the darkest void from what it came from.
You got it.
You got it.
So target augmented heart.
Nice.
And I'm gonna roll.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't get a good lock on it, so it hits its fin. You target onto its fin. And now it's time to roll for fighting. So now it can attack you with its. You see this giant like breath of fire, like shoot out from its mouth.
Ooh.
That's an 18.
Grim.
An 18 against your AC.
What's our AC? 11.
11. So its AC. Your AC is 11 plus however many skill points Eladia has in piloting. So I think 12, because you're level 1. So its AC is 12, but still not good enough. Okay, so you take.
You need to know my piloting?
No, it's a level 1 because you're level 1. So,
Heh.
6. You take 9 points of damage in your aft shields.
Ooh.
The ship rocks back and forth.
Next,
Boosting the defenses would have come in handy.
Yeah. Poppy is holding on to the gunner thing for dear life.
But now you can attack it. It's like you just got pelted with a bunch of fire in your shields. It wasn't enough to damage or destroy your shields, I don't think, right?
Probably not. No, I don't think so. But she definitely got her ass rocked. Like,
Oh no,
she's
it
like,
did. No, your shields are gone in your aft quarter.
Oh crap! Really?
You actually, because you only have 5 shields in your back, so you took 4 points of hull point damage. Yeah, don't forget.
He just painted this ship.
I updated your Google Doc of your ship for you. Make sure to track your hit points and shield points there.
I'm watching. Yeah, I'm watching the Google Doc. Okay.
Now go ahead and.
Just really, Mark, sorry, just to take us out of the game for 1 second. On your Twitch, what's your swearing policy? How far is appropriate or is 0?
You can swear, as we've said. Like we've already talked about what is okay and what isn't okay to talk about. So just follow those guidelines. But you can say fuck. You can say shit. I don't give a
Wait! Don't forget. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye. Oh yeah,
Yes.
Japanese. It's true.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
But yeah, feel free to. You're good.
Alright. Okay. Let's go. Lucky die.
Go.
Okay, 13 plus 4.
That hits.
17. Woo! Yee! Good roll so far. Alright. 4d4.
44.
Go ahead, right here. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. No
10
one.
points of damage. Okay, so this is something you need to. This is something you'll learn about Starship Combat. Even though you didn't roll a 20, that was a critical hit.
Ooh.
So if you do damage like straight to the hull without any shields, if you do enough damage, it becomes a critical hit. So you don't do any extra damage, but now it starts malfunctioning. So I'm gonna. I have to roll a D100 to find out what starts malfunctioning. Here we go.
Ooh, fun.
Let's see here. That's a 19. So it. Oh no! Like you start to see like the like when it breathes its fire, you start to see like the cybernetic augmentations on its face light up. You start to see those like.
Hell yeah!
The weapons are
kind of like in Lilo and Stitch when the whale-looking like ship kind of like the lights start going off.
Yeah. So like it's just like.
You know that scene? Yeah, just. Hell yeah!
And I'm sorry, it was 10 points of damage. You said?
Yeah, 10.
This is not looking good for the whale. One
Good.
more hit like that, and you guys got it. Okay.
Ayo!
Damn.
So, again, this might be the last round of Starship Combat. Let's go for it. Now, Amy, since you guys did take damage, it might be a good idea to start repairing the shields. which would be diverting to shields.
Yes. Should have done that last time, but here we are. Yes. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do that this time. Boost the shields. Cool. That is going to be a 17.
Yeah. So you can heal the shields. How much can you heal the shields?
Heal the shield.
5% of your PCU, which at this
Yes.
level is 5. So you can literally heal the shield points that you lost.
Cool.
So like you see where on the shield where it says apt is at 0, you can just put that back up to 5.
Nice.
Nice, good shit. So yeah, you guys are back up to full shields.
Shield
Rock and
restored,
roll.
guys.
Alright.
No big deal.
They're just sitting there like duct taping shit and like paper clips. Alright.
Transmit to Vera. Well, don't pat yourself on the back just yet. There's still a whale out there.
Alright, let's roll initiatives. I got a 14.
23.
Alright, I go first. So
Sweet.
it's weird how the initiative works here. So it's gonna
Yes.
try to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then try to go right into your square. It's gonna try to bite you again.
Oy.
And it's coming. Okay, so now you get to move. So because it's moved into your square at this point, it still gets to attack you this round, even if you move away. But
Okay. This would be a good time to use evade, correct? Ooh.
this would be a good time to use evasive actions.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try to evade then. I'm just not sure how this works.
You just roll piloting, and I'll tell you if it succeeds.
Ha 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 ha. Okay. 9 plus 7, 16 plus 1. 17.
Yep, you get a +2 to your AC and TL this round. You took evasive action.
Massive maneuver.
And now you can move like normal. 8 squares, but remember, you have to move at least 1 if you make a turn.
Well, okay, so that's the front of it. I'm trying to get behind it, as always. I mean, I just moved here, right?
I mean, you can do that, but like you're probably facing a different direction because of how everything works.
Well, I can't flip now because I already used evade, right?
Right, but you can go like here. You can do like 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that.
I don't see where you ended.
Like right here.
I think I've zoomed in too much.
Right there.
Here,
Right there.
right, y'all.
I mean, you can move there.
But does that? No, I can't see where you're ending on the screen.
Right here is where I moved it. But you would also be facing in this direction.
Okay, now it's showing me. I mean that's fine since we have. I'm just trying to get behind it.
You are behind it now.
Okay,
But it still
that's
gets to attack you because it came into your square this turn.
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so now, Kate B, are you going to try to lock on again?
We're gonna try to lock on. Like my computers, I can see from it that the whale is extremely vulnerable. It's in a critical phase, and now I'm gonna try to lock onto something critical to try to end this thing. So the target's just targeting onto. All right, well, let's not mess with the classics. All right, let's go for the augmented heart one more time.
Nice!
And I roll a 22.
Nice! Yeah, so...
Nice.
Alright, here it goes. So it's going to get its attack roll since it ran into your ship earlier. So let's start with that. Here it comes.
It be locked on and goes.
Oh!
Yahtzee.
It's a miss because you took evasive action! It was a 13, but because you have a 14 AC because of your evasive action, you missed. Good shit.
So wait, we missed?
No,
Wait, we missed
no. The whale missed with its bite from earlier. 'Cause you took
Oh,
evasive action.
okay.
I was spooked.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you roll? What did you roll?
I'm gonna roll right now. I'm gonna do
nice.
it right now. Let's go.
Nice, good.
Hold on. 16 plus 4.
Nice. Okay, so roll 4d4 damage. You're hitting its shield.
Send it to hell, Poppy.
Send it to hell.
You know I
Finish
will.
it.
All right. So I got 8 because I got 3 ones, but a 1.
Not
and 2,
anymore.
right?
Not anymore because that was.
No?
She
Oh,
refused
okay.
again. But how much was it?
5.
Ooh, 5 hit points remaining. So, nice, good stuff. No. It's at 0 now. Like you killed it.
What?
Oh,
You
sweet.
Killed it. You see, like
That was perfect.
you see, like the coil gun just shoots directly into the heart where Kate B locked on, and you just see this. This whale just fucking explodes in the middle of space.
Yes, sir.
So as I shoot it, I'm just gonna go, ha! Did everyone see that? Everyone should have seen that. Oh my god! Like she's just freaking out in her seat.
Perfect. Nice.
KP happy, but it wonders just what the fuck was that thing?
With one starship, successful starship combat under your belt, we will see what happens to the crew of this starship after we come back from a quick break. So everyone who's watching, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna take a quick 5 to 10 minute break, and we'll be back soon. Ta-da! We are back. Thank you guys for staying tuned through the break. I was notified that the music stopped playing halfway through, so thank you for sitting in silence for the last 10 minutes. Thank you very much. All right, so we are back with some more Dawn of Flame, the Dawn of Flame adventure path on Tales from the Pact Worlds. When last we left our intrepid crew, they had fought a giant space whale and had destroyed it. What do you do?
Our crew might.
So the second that we see it explode, it died. I'm assuming, break was not taken into consideration. Poppy just, freaks out that she killed it, and she kind of just turns around and says, "What did I say, guys? I killed it." Of course, with you guys' help, but and just kind of, she's just like boasting on her little gunner chair, the oversized chair that her tiny little self is sitting on, just like, yeah.
KP transmits, if your body can handle it, I'll treat you to one of the finest liquors that space has to offer as soon as we get paid. Speaking of getting paid, do you think we should check out the ship that the whale was chasing?
Probably. That sounds like a good idea.
Money. At this point, my face is just pressed up against the window, like looking at the explosion, like. So cool.
At this point, you do get a hailing message. Oh. What's going on? Computer died. Oh no. Okay. You can still hear me though. Okay, cool. So technical issues. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a slight echo going on.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
Earthquake.
Just go. Yeah. Okay, so you get a hailing free message from the station.
Do the Austin Powers little message sound.
Oh my god. Oh, how does it go? Yeah. You essentially get that.
I need to change that sound.
Yeah.
Basil.
It's actually, all of a sudden it's just 1877 cars for kids. KARS
One
cars
fire.
for kids. No, okay. Please don't strike us.
Jesus, of all the ships we could have commandeered, we had to commandeer this one.
Sponsored by Cars for Kids, really big.
Sorry, guys. I didn't have time.
Okay, So, yeah, so you start getting this hailing frequency. Boop, 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 boop.
Okay, I guess we return
On
to the
screen.
station.
On screen, you see Station Master Jory again. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for your efforts. My gosh, we've at first, like while you guys were combating, we tried to do some preliminary scans of the ship it was chasing, but it took us a while before we could finally penetrate its weird shielding. Unfortunately, it looks like its engines are down. That's why it hasn't been moving in quite some time. We beseech you, is there any way that you're able to pilot it back to the ship? You're back to the station? Sorry, back to the station?
This ship?
The one that the fire whale was chasing. Are you able to board it? Is there a way for you to board it and find and repair its engines and pilot it back to the ship, or find some way to safely tow it?
The crew of the Rise Maiden, I'm sure, agrees that anything can be done for a nominal fee.
A nominal fee. Okay. What's your price?
What kind of price are we thinking about, crew?
What do we
You
need
know,
to
I-
afford a ship?
A high price.
We did just save your guys' asses, so I think 1,000 credits per crew member sounds reasonable.
Poppy's kind of just sitting in the corner like, I do it for free. I just like the adventure. I don't know about you guys, but you know.
Kate, go ahead and roll.
Sorry, Poppy, I'll take your share.
Roll a diplomacy check on that.
All right.
Diplomacy or intimidation, whichever one you think would you're trying to do.
Can I help with
Oh.
the diplomacy?
You can okay, so
Cool.
you can aid with whatever skill Kate aids with.
Okay, hang on.
Anyone can.
Well,
do
I
it.
have zero diplomacy because I'm an antisocial. Yeah. Intimidate. Oh shit! I've got no intimidate or diplomacy.
I have diplomacy. Can I speak? Okay, I'll be the one then. I'll kind of just whisper, but I'll notice everyone wanting more credits. Not gonna be like, all right, fine. We'll do 1,000 credits each, and then I'll roll diplomacy for that.
All right.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no, that doesn't work.
10 plus 9, 19.
So like the station master Jory goes, well, I definitely agree that you should be paid for your efforts, but 1,000 credits each, that's not something I'm unfortunately able to do right now. I would be happy to compensate you in the form of 1,000 credits total, upon the return on the safe passage of the ship to our station.
So 200 credits per person. That seems like a slight drop in price.
I mean,
All
that's,
right,
500
all
per
right.
person.
How about we do 500 per person, or we blow up your ship? Can I roll intimidation?
okay. Okay. What do you got?
KP notices that Poppy's got both her hands squarely on the trigger.
Okay, so I got 16 plus 7.
23. Oh shit. Okay. No. There's no need for that. Hold please. And like you kind of see like you hear them like kind of talking in Cassava in the background like.
Eladia puts her boots up on the console of the ship and just kind of waits.
As I hear them kind of talking to each other, I'm gonna say, in case counting's not your forte, that's about 2,000 credits total. 500 each?
They come back and they say, oh, well, I guess we're really at your mercy if you're like we saw what you did to that space whale. Okay, just please we're only willing to pay you as soon as you bring that ship back to us.
All right, pleasure doing business with you, buddy. What was your name again?
My name I'm Jory Kimo-san Kofa of Clan Embros, House Hadulan. Yes, that's
All
exactly what their name is.
All right, thank you, Jomi. All right, thank you.
They like immediately like they have this like look in their eyes like, does anybody speak Cassava?
No.
Me.
No.
Everybody like, puta pinche.
Vera,
Mm.
what's your recommendation? Do you think we can tow this ship, or should we take a look inside?
I think it might be worth taking a look inside. If it's not been moving for a while, we don't know if we'll be able to tow it without it further malfunctioning.
Fair point.
If I can speak, I think it'd be a good idea that we all, we maybe 2 of us go. We still look it up. We still kind of, tow it, but we also check out what's going on while it's being towed. That way, we're still getting 2,000 credits, and whatever's inside the ship, maybe they'll notice, maybe they won't, but we take it anyway.
Space
That's a
Pirate
good
in KB immediately agrees with Poppy and suggests that Poppy,
Suggest that what?
suggests that Poppy and Kate B go check out the insides of the ship. She moves fast, and because she's small, she can get into hard to reach places.
There we go. And
That's true.
so everyone's okay with the idea?
But what about Valadia as the pilot even? Wouldn't it be useful to have a pilot on the other ship?
Well, if it's being towed, we don't really need a pilot. All we really need is to kind of just hook it up and,
Can we even tow the ship?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm assuming
As
we
an
have
engineer,
like a little.
I could inspect it.
You don't you don't have anything on your ship that is capable of towing this thing.
Oh shit.
Maybe
Pilot
So we
Yoshi
need
does.
to board it. Okay.
Will we cause any
maybe.
damage to the ship if we fly up behind it and gently nudge it towards back to the station?
Yeah, it's taking
Well, we
a
need
lot
to
of
land
damage.
it somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we
then
need to
screw-
land it somehow too.
Then screw that.
All right. If you guys are okay with it, I can go with Aladia, and we can land it somehow. Well, wait.
Oh,
But does anybody else have piloting experience to bring this ship back down?
I think either way, Vera probably needs to be on that other ship to see what's wrong with it. Like, I
Yeah, I'd
could
like
fly
to
this
inspect it.
one. Yeah, I could fly this one. If y'all could board that one.
I have a piloting 4 if someone's is higher, which is probably yes.
I don't even know how much I have in piloting. I don't think I have anything. I have 2 piloting 2.
So
So I
Kate
pilot a big ship with
B-
such small arms.
Kate B, you could
I
possibly
actually
fly
have a
their ship
piloting
back.
of 7.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Then might I suggest that Vera and KB go check out of the ship, so Vera can pilot it back to the station while KB looks around and sees what can be commandeered for our crew to use later on.
Say it one more time. Sorry.
Okay, Android squad.
Android squad, yeah.
Android squad.
Because I'm a space and I've got a high perception, and I want to basically raid this ship for anything we can use for our future missions and our future survival. So while I'm doing that, Android Vera can maybe pilot the ship back into the station. I'm assuming that the station, because this ship's come out of the portal, the station, all the scientists don't know what actually is on the ship. Correct. So
Correct.
anything that we take.
Oh well, you know what?
is-
Go ahead and roll a sense motive on that.
Sense motive.
Yeah. Anyone can make that attempt. Anyone can make that attempt. Let's do a retroactive sense motive on that what the station master said.
Ooh, I got a 20.
Nat
I got a
20!
20.
Drink.
Woo!
Ooh, nice.
Oh, drink. All right, let's go.
I am not going to roll one because I have a -1 to sense motives.
Good old androids.
Try.
Yeah.
I got an 18.
Nice. Okay,
Okay.
Lydia, did you roll?
For sense motive.
You don't have to, but
Sure, why not? 5.
all right. So, Aladia, you're just like, okay, this guy just probably wants it for scientific purposes, but to Poppy and Kate B for sure, you guys are like, that thing came out of the far portal. Like the only reason they're not, if anyone is equipped to deal with something on that ship right now, it's you guys. Because like the rest of them, they're just researchers, but you're like walked out with pistols and weapons attached to you. Like they're like they asked you, like you get the sense that they asked you to do this because there's probably some shit going down on that ship that they're not equipped to deal with, and you are the only ones who can do it.
So wait, who are the only ones that can deal with it?
The four of
Us.
you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, the 4 of us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll relay that information to the rest of everyone.
Yeah, Kate B, you also get that same feeling as well. Like you're able to kind of read them as well, even though androids don't really have a good sense motive. Kate B's.
Deceptive.
All right, so yeah.
So before they leave though, before KB and Vera leave, Poppy kind of jumps off her seat and then climbs up on KB and gets on her shoulder, and kind of goes, "Hey, just I know you're a thief, and I know, kleptomaniacs can't help it, but hear me out. They're going after this ship for a reason. So if there's anything on the ship that you think that might be what they're going after, be careful. Maybe leave it on the ship."
KB just silently takes in Poppy's words, gives her a slight nod, but promises nothing.
Just keep it in mind. Little food for thought. Also, if you see anything that might be worth money, not that I'm the biggest money fan, but I like me some pennies. So, just let me know. And then I kind of just, same way I came up as scurried as I did, I just kind of hang out and throw myself down and get back on my little seat.
I quickly beckon to Poppy and I try to say, Poppy, but remember, in this universe, it's survival. It's all about survival. Kill or be killed. Some people say, don't kill and don't be killed. Others say, kill and be killed. Kill or be killed. I don't want to be killed. I don't want to kill. But if we have to kill, then damn it, we're going to get everything we need in order to survive.
Hey, who killed the whale? We did. So, we're killing. We're killing right now, okay? You're not getting killed. We're killing. You got this. Just, I don't want to get in trouble with people we don't know. We're already getting 2,000 credits off of them, and I don't really want to I don't know who they're friends with. What if they're friends with, some big bad guy? And then who's the 16-inch one? I am. So who's the one who's gonna get stepped on first? I am. So you know what? Let's just take it easy.
Got a point. Like a foot tall, 1.5 tall.
I know.
Immediately thinks back to that sleazy, what's his name character.
Sleazy,
that was his name.
Literally sleazy.
His name was actually Sleazy something.
The very first NPC I created for this game, Sleazy Jenkins.
Sleazy Jenkins.
That's the one.
I could hear him in the back of my head just going, "Ooh-wee!"
Ooh-wee!
I'm picturing the Texan character from The Simpsons.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
Oh my god.
I want you to have my lucky hand.
Offended.
KB takes a second to consider Poppy's words, and she does see some truth in what Poppy's saying. We don't know who these people know and what it could lead to. So KB assures Poppy, you're right. We're going to take what we can, but we'll be mindful of it.
Absolutely. Just be cautious. But besides, we have an intercom here, so just, hit us up, if anything. You can tell she's trying really hard to, impose some swagger and be like, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm doing. She's like, I got this.
Cool.
Also, this might
In
be
terms of us getting to the other ship, what are the logistics of that?
So, whoever's piloting your current ship has to make a piloting check to try to align your ship with the other one, and then you can just extend a bridge or like an airlock to link up to the other.
Lydia, can you take us in?
21.
Oh, perfect.
Get us in.
Ooh.
Got it. Okay, so you're gonna come in on the port side. The only reason I know that port is the left side is because left and port both have the same number of letters in them. That's how I remember it. So yeah, you come in on the port side. Who's all going in?
I believe that's being Vera.
Yes,
Okay.
just the android team.
This might be a good time to introduce the 5th member of our party that travels with Vera.
Indeed. So,
Alright.
what I didn't mention earlier is that I have a little buddy with me, a little drone, and my drone's name is Seeker, and Seeker pretty much does what you would think a Seeker would do. It seeks out stuff. And Seeker looks a bit like a kind of mechanical spider, sort of like 8-legged hovery thing, spindly legs, that just flies overhead and scans everything it sees.
So does this mean
yeah.
we're getting 2,500 credits?
Good point.
Guys, I love it. Okay.
Seeker needs credits too. Seeker needs upgrades.
I just like in that scene of Guardians of the Galaxy where like Groot just pops in, like I am Groot. Okay, fine.
I am Groot.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would like to send Seeker ahead of Kate B and I.
Okay. So Aladia, how does it look as you line up the ships?
The ship jolts at first when I get it started, but then I kind of ease it slowly into the side of the ship, being very cautious not to bump it, as it's quite fragile right now. And I line up, I guess, our loading door to what I assume is their loading door.
Airlock sequence completed. And then like now it's
Awesome.
You see that like as you do it, like you had to penetrate its shields, which is fine, like you're able to do so. Eladia, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
No problem. Okay, so yes. So yeah, it's like you are now linked to it. And yeah, you're able to make your way inside.
Do we have to put on any? Is it a bridge that it's airlocked, so
Yeah.
we don't have to put on any base? Okay, good.
Correct.
Okay.
All right.
So
I
with
equip my weapons. Sorry, go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, just like as we are going in, Seeker's sort of like already flying on ahead, and with my fancy mechanical eyes, I'm basically able to see what Seeker is seeing from up ahead.
I love it. All right.
In my fancy mechanical eye.
My fancy
Yes.
mechanical eyes.
Very technical term.
Yeah, I think right now, Eladia, you were just way too concerned with what was going on the ship that you don't notice something just yet.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so Seeker is flying. I'm going to go ahead and move us onto the new map. Da-da-da. You all should be able just to see a new. So Kate B and Vera aren't there just yet. But if you go towards the bottom left hand of the screen, you should just see just a room that you get that your token should be in.
Yes.
All right.
There we go.
My map is black.
You are not in the on the ship, so you can't see.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
But I'm putting them in there since they're gonna be in the ship right now. And now I'm making it so that the others can see this as well. So yeah, that
The
little
bottom left.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, is the bottom left hand is where we've embarked from. So the ship,
Yes.
our ship, Star Rises is right next to it.
Correct. Yeah, I didn't make a way to like,
Cool.
but that's the airlock you entered in from. But as it stands right now,
Right.
Seeker is the only one that's in the ship.
Mm,
I just put
yeah.
your tokens there so that way you can all see what's going on, or at least the ones who were there can see what's happening. Yeah. So as Seeker enters into this room, let's see here. The ship remains like even though like you see that it's clearly taken some battle damage. Like as you get close to it, like as Seeker flies through the airlocks, you do see that this ship is still like a beautiful, beautiful work of art. It's like curved and like, golden, like brass almost. It seems like it's like a half architectural, half insectile type ship. There's like weird domes set in the set on top of the ship that look like eyes, opaque enough just to hide their secrets.
Ah. Ooh. I'm gonna relay this information I'm seeing from Seeker back to Kate B.
Curious, does anybody speak Ignan?
I do not.
I believe I do, yes.
Ah. Kate B, as you're walking along, you see what appears to be Ignan written on the side of it. And for some reason, you don't know why you can read this, but roughly translated, it says Breath of Embers.
Breath of Embers. Ooh. And yes, I feel a sense of confusion and a sense of a shot of emotion just rushes through me, and I wonder, why can I read this?
Oh, why you can read
I
this?
turn to Vera and I ask, Vera, have you seen anything like this before?
Never, no. What language is that?
This is Ignan. This is something called Ignan, I think. I don't know what part of me remembers that, but yeah, I believe that's what the language is called. It's called Breath. It says Breath of Embers.
Breath of Embers.
Anyway, let's figure out. Let's not hesitate on things. Let's see what the ship is all about, shall we?
Let's enter.
I noticed that there's 4 on the wall. There seems to be 4 glowing, emanating. What are these, Mark?
It just looks like a cargo bay. It looks like destroyed cargo, disrupted cargo. It doesn't look like it'd be worth anything. But you can roll a perception check to look around the room. Don't forget Seeker is there
Yeah,
as well.
you know what? Might as well. Let's do it.
Yes.
Sorry. Perception is a 10. There you go.
Yeah, you're not really able to see much of anything besides what's clearly like outlined
No,
there.
sorry. Sorry, Mark. I mean 24.
Oh,
So I
then-
said, just checking my perception sense. I rolled a 24.
You're
Sorry.
good. No worries. So you see, at first, like I said, you just see what appears to be, destroyed, damaged cargo, probably from what happened in the ensuing fight before they left the far portal. However, a few shiny, tiny pieces of something catch your eye in the corner.
I go closer to check these little shiny objects that catch my eye. I lean in a bit closer. I don't reach out just yet. I want to see what it is, just in case.
It looks
God
like
forbid it's something.
it looks like there's this weird, piece of dark red onyx, and it's in the shape of a foot.
Oh, can I get Seeker to sort of zoom in on that and see if Seeker would be able to perceive anything else about that?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Is that going to be a perception for Seeker?
Yes, please.
That's a 21.
All right. So it looks as though Seeker's kind of reading in on it, and you can kind of see it running, scanning it, and the data's popping up in your eye as well. All of this information, and Seeker thinks this is also a question I wanted to ask you. I forgot to ask you. Do you Seeker can talk to only you? You are the only one who can understand and speak with Seeker. Do you want to be Seeker's voice, or do you want me to do Seeker's voice? Because eventually, when you reach a high enough level, they'll get their own AI and can talk to anybody. But as of right now, they can only talk to you.
Okay, in that case, just to avoid me having a conversation with myself, would you be able to be Seeker?
Okay. So Seeker,
Thank you.
I'm happy to do it. So Seeker just no. It appears to be a part of a foot, maybe from a small statue. Either way, it looks as though this might be worth a few credits. I'd estimate no more than 5.
And before the robot has a foot fetish.
Yeah. The fetish robot. All right. Cool. So yeah, it looks like it's this little thing is a part of a statue that's probably worth maybe about 5 credits at most.
Cool.
Mark, what was our total bulk again?
Sorry?
So what was the maximum bulk we can carry?
It should be on the bottom in your equipment on the bottom of page 2. Anything
okay.
anything under unencumbered means like nothing changes on your character sheet. Once you reach encumbered, you start moving slower, you start getting penalties to your AC, so you're a little bit easier to hit. So like as long as you hit that like blue number, like as long as you're under that blue number, everything works fine.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm very curious about this foot, but for now, I think we need to. I have this feeling that its monetary value its significant value far outweighs its monetary value. Although I am very curious. You know what?
Yeah.
Seeker tells Vera that it probably weighs no more than like light bulk, negligible. It's not very heavy at all.
So it wouldn't count as like one of the numbers?
It'd be like an L, like a 0.1 bulk.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Something you can
Let's take
your
it
pocket.
for now, because I feel like it could come. I feel like it might lead to something later on.
Perfect.
Okay. Are you going to take it?
I'll take it. Yeah.
Or should I?
Do I add that to my equipment, Smuck?
Yeah, you can just write like small red onyx foot, 0.1 bulk on your character sheet.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, you start like you're noticing that other than that, there's really nothing else in here that you can really take aside from the fact that you're taking in this completely new type of technology. It seems like a weird fusion of magic and technology.
Mm.
It almost feels like the ship is alive somehow, Vera.
I get that feeling too. I would like to send Seeker further on.
Okay. There's a door right here that you would be able to move. If you click on your tokens, you should be able to click the up, left, right, down arrows to move your tokens. Just make sure you can do that real quick because I want to make sure everyone has the right permissions for their tokens. Perfect. I think you can also do it for Seeker as well.
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
At this point, I'd just quickly like to mention, shout out to my friend Izzy for creating my beautiful token that you see. Yes, that is Vera in all her android glory.
See if I can zoom in for this a little bit better for the viewers. Hey, all right. Yeah. Very, very cool. Very excited that she was able to make that art for you. It looks awesome.
Me too.
Okay, so so it looks like as you expect this door, it looks like that it is like damaged and very easy to unlock and open.
Be right back. I'm gonna go potty.
Okay, shall we? Can I do a perception check just to see if I can hear anything beyond that door?
Go for it. And while you're doing that, hold on to that perception check. Eladia, what are you doing on the ship? You're muted, I think. I can't hear you.
Sorry. Am I able to like monitor the situation in the ship? Like, is there any way that I can try to access the cameras?
Well, as you're doing that, you notice that you've had a blinking message on the ship's computer for quite some time. Maybe something you missed earlier.
Activate.
All right, so it pulls up a scan when you penetrate. So, do you remember at the very beginning when Kate B tried to scan the vessel and it wasn't able to penetrate the shielding? Well,
yes.
Because you were able to lock onto the ship, you punctured a little bit into its shielding, and now it is like that search was constantly trying to search, and now it's come back, and you do see that there is a complete scan of it, and it is confirmed that there are life forms on this vessel.
Enhanced, and I'm looking at it.
It says,
can I I just wanted to know if I could like roll to see what type of life form is on that ship.
You can try to roll. No, actually, no. You would not be able to identify them. It's not anything you've ever encountered in your time.
Okay, so can I try to contact them through their comms?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, sorry. Where am I sensing the life forms? Front of the ship, back of the ship, certain room.
You're sensing them all over the ship.
Okay. All right. Hey guys, there's definitely life forms on this ship. Friendly or hostile? Can't tell, but just be on guard.
The
Roger that. All right. Are we doing
Okay,
perception?
on that perception, I rolled a gorgeous crit fail once again.
Yeah, all right. So you just like maybe it's like Seeker is like humming really close to your ear or something. You can't get a good read on what's on the other side of that door.
I'm like, shh, Seeker, trying to listen.
I love it.
Seeker just sort of like beep boops deflatedly, like. Boop, boop, boop.
Can I try to do a perception check?
Yeah, go for it.
I turn to Vera and I say, "Don't send a child to do an adult's job."
Damn.
And I roll a 15.
Oof.
Shit.
You hear this little like.
It's Poppy, haha, she's the villain.
Poppy all along. Misa Docidius.
Ready?
Oh God.
Well, I gotta fix this real quick. Sorry. Where is it?
He's a Sith Lord.
Misa the
Oh,
Sith Lord all
gosh.
along.
Please don't merge those universes. Oh my gosh.
There we go.
I love Jar Jar though.
Super Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, nobody
go.
understands but me.
There we go. Okay, I fixed it so that way it's better for the viewers. Okay, so we are going to. Sorry. Are you? What did you do? Sorry, I was. You just hear that laughter. Got a bunch of
All
shit
right,
going.
Vera. Okay. It would be advisable to proceed with caution. Oh. So, if we open the door, will that? So we can't tell. It sounds like maybe it's coming from the other room, but obviously we don't know for sure, right? But if we can hear that snickering, that would, that at least implies that it's pretty nearby.
Mm-hmm.
When we open the door, is there any way that stealth might come in handy?
Not. You can try. You can always try. It's always. You can always make the attempt.
Cool. I'm just gonna check Seeker's stuff. Oh, we got the same, I think.
Okay. Not particularly sneakier than the other one.
Yeah. Well, he is my creation, so.
Hey.
3.
Yeah, but if you'd like to make a
Yeah.
stealth attempt, Adam, you're more than welcome to do so.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's do
if you try and stealthily open the door, then Seeker will try and sneakily fly in.
I have a plus 10 for stealth, so 19.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Do you open the door then? Try and stealthily open the door.
We'll very stealthily open the door.
The automatic door opens, and what do you see? What's inside? Can you guess?
Good lord.
Love it.
Okay. You
So
see what appears to
flowery
be this weird shrine of like flames in the middle of the room with a like altar in the middle, and almost as if it's like flaming itself. And on top of this altar, you see this strange little serpentine creature. It just. My name is Balthazar. Welcome to my temple. Speak your wish and it shall be granted.
Oh.
This was an interesting turn.
All right, Rumpelstiltskin.
I'm gonna send in Seeker. I don't know if there's much point in stealthily doing it now as we've already been clocked. but just send Seeker in to just fly around the room.
Okay. So like as Seeker just kind of put Seeker where you want it to move. I don't sense any desires from that one, but you two, very strange creatures is it? I don't think I've seen the likes of you in quite some time. Be you machine, be you organic. Speak your wish, I can make you either or fully.
My first question is, well, what be you?
I am Balthazar. Do either of you have a mysticism check? Or a mysticism at all?
Mysticism.
Not really, no.
Well, then you can't. You don't know what this thing is.
No, I also don't.
Does anybody on the ship does? Can we radio back to the ship?
Yeah.
Alright, so, guys on the Rise Maiden, we've encountered a very strange looking character. It's sitting on this strange fire-like altar. I've never encountered anything like this before. Does anybody have any background in this kind of thing?
Cotto mate. 19. Mysticism.
Okay. That's enough to identify it, but you don't have like they didn't send like a picture or anything, or like are you seeing like a live feed of what's going on through Seeker as well? Like how are we looking at this?
Could a live feed if a live feed could stream on our screen, that would be wonderful.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
Vera set that up before they left.
It goes through my comm back to the ship.
All right. So you Eladia, you've heard of these things before. They're called rifties, and they arise from entropic energies released into the universe by planar travel. Or this thing is not supposed to exist, and you know that these things are very much you've heard of stories of these before, and they're very much tricksters and extremely violent.
Be careful, guys. These things aren't supposed to exist. They're very violent, and they can be quite tricky. So watch your back.
As soon as it hears you, and then it says, "Shut that off and speak to me!" Okay, and it points at Kate B, and you see this weird ray of energy shoot from its hands. It's making an attack roll against you.
Ooh.
No.
21 versus your EAC.
As it's attacking, I want to scream through the little intercom, just be like, "If you kill it, please bring me a tooth." Just say that.
At level 1, a 21 will absolutely hit you. So you take 5 points of acid damage. And I need the two of you to roll initiative.
Wow.
Big yikes.
Split the party. Gotta love it. Alright.
Is there any skills I would use in this point, Mark? Athletic?
So at the very top above your EAC, KAC, you'll see initiative.
Mhm.
You roll a d20 plus that. Ooh, he got
Mine's 20 total.
Alright, let's put up the turn order here.
Shit. 14 total.
Alright. Unfortunately, this guy is gonna go first. Alright, so let's add a turn. He got a 16. Sorry, what was yours, Amy?
20.
Oh, no, you're gonna go first. Nice. And Seeker goes on your turn. So we got that. And then you got a 14, correct, Adam?
Yes.
Alright. Very good. Let's cue up our music. Alright. So you take the... Seen through my ruse, eh? Prepare to die. Vera, you're up.
All right. I first of all. So, do I get an action and then Seeker gets an action?
Yes. So how it
Straight
works
up.
is that you can you get a standard action and a move action, And then on your turn, Seeker can either move or attack. He can do one of those things.
Okay.
Or you can give up one of your actions to give Seeker 2.
Cool. In that case, I think I'm going to do that because Seeker is in a better position than I am to be a bit more sneaky. In that case, can I get Seeker to move like directly above the what's his name? Balthazar?
Yeah.
Balthazar. Just directly above him as a movement.
Yep.
And then Seeker is going to Seeker is going to use the Azimuth laser pistol.
Nice.
So for that, do I have to roll a d20 first?
Oh yeah, d20 plus your attack roll. So like plus your
Cool.
like, whatever it is for the pistol. I think it's like a 4 or something.
Yeah, +4. Oh, that's gonna be just 11 total.
That is just barely a miss, as it just shoots right like next to. And now, you can make one move action if you'd like. You can move if you'd like to.
Oh, I can.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, So how? I'm gonna.
Also, just a heads up, you can move 30 feet, and each
Yeah.
square is 5 feet.
5 feet. Cool. Does a diagonal movement still count as 5 feet?
So the first one counts as 5, the second one counts as 10. So if you want to move 2 in diagonal in position, it's actually 15 feet. But the very first one is 5 feet. It's a weird tactical thing.
Oh, so it stacks up.
Correct.
Okay. I'm just gonna stay where I am for now then, in that case.
Nice. It's also a move action to take out a weapon if you just like to draw your pistol.
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm gonna draw my pistol.
Han Solo. All right, that brings us to Balthazar. What is this? And like he points his finger again and takes a shot at Seeker.
No, Seeker.
It's a miss.
I sacrificed you.
It missed. Like he shoots. All right, and that's its turn. Kate, you're up.
He's still looking up at Seeker?
Yeah.
Looking still at Seeker? Right. I'm taking out my survival knife. Oh crap, if I get near the fire, that's gonna cause damage to me, isn't it? Shrug. Okay, no, in that case, no. I briefly motion towards my survival knife, notice the flames, and go, okay, no, I think a pistol might be a better course of action here. Take up my pistol and aim it squarely at Balthazar.
Perfect. Roll an attack roll.
Attack is plus. Sorry.
You're good.
Should help me out here, Mark. What page would this be
It
on?
should be
My
on the
attack?
very first page. It should be your pistol, your semi-automatic pistol.
Ranged attack?
Yes.
Bam. Alright. 17.
That hits.
Nice.
So now you roll
Big aim.
1d6 damage. Ah! And you're using a semi-automatic pistol, right?
Yes.
So
A tactical semi-automatic.
That's an actual bullet that pierces it. Ah!
Here's my wish. I wish you to die.
Ah, not granted. So yeah, roll a d6 for damage.
Sorry. The 20 plus 6?
Yeah, no, just 1d6. 1d6.
Oh, 1d6.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice! Almost max damage. Good shit. All right. Ah! And you should see its health bar on the screen dip a little bit. Okay. Start of round 2. It's Vera.
Ruby. Cool. I'm gonna get Seeker to shoot again with his pistol. Try and hit this time. Cool, that's going to be 20 total.
That hits for sure.
Nice.
Good hit, Seeker.
Okay, and then the damage is 1d4?
Yep.
Yes, 1d4. 4.
4 points of damage. Good shit. Ah! Yeah! All right.
Sick.
And is Vera gonna
and
stay there
then-
as well?
Vera's gonna stay, but do I get a shot as well?
No. So you only get one attack on your turn between you or.
Oh,
Actually, no.
just one attack.
Because you're gonna stay there. Yes, you can attack. Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pop one as well. Sorry, I believe we have the same weapon. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. Nice. That's gonna be a 24 total. So that easily hits.
Ew.
Oh, that hits for sure. Nice. Good stuff.
And then a 2 on the d4.
Ooh, 2 points of damage. Ah! It's not looking good. Oh, alright. No, whoops. There we go. Okay. And now, so it is now its turn. So it looks over to you and it says, "You're controlling this thing, aren't you?" And he points your hand, his hand at you.
Well done,
Vera.
genius.
And all of a sudden, you start to feel your mind, like, collapse in on itself. I need you to make a will saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Brutal. Will.
Kitty.
Kitty.
It's a different kitty. She's very angry that I picked her up.
So yeah, you should
That's
see that.
a
Oh, did you get it?
15.
Oh, DC 14. You still take damage, but you only take half. As you begin to feel a mind thrust close in on your brain.
Oh god.
Oh shit. You take. Oh god. Oh man. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh gosh.
Now remember, that goes from your stamina first. So
Yes.
same with you, Adam. When I hit you for 5 damage earlier, that goes from your stamina points first, not your hit points.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
I'm now at 0 stamina.
Oh snap!
Are y'all?
Next up, it's Kate's turn.
Just quickly, I can't seem to edit my stamina points on my PDF, so because I want to take it down to 1 because I had 6. Here we go. No, here we go.
Okay.
Sorry. All good. Right. All right. Time to finish this thing off. So I still have my pistol cocked in hand.
You can do
So
a
if I
trick attack.
move, go on.
So remember, like if you go to the second page where it says like your abilities, you should see trick attack, which means you can move and then shoot. Since you already have your pistol out, you couldn't do it last turn because you had to pull out your pistol. Now you can do a trick attack.
You know what? This thing
Oh, I
looks
pull
like.
out my pistol.
Pull out my gun.
My gun's already out, right? From
Yeah.
the last round. Okay. You know what? This thing, Balthazar, looks pretty close to the end anyway, so I take one more aim with my pistol. And I fire. So,
Go for it.
Alright, so ranged attack. 15.
That hits.
Alright.
1d6.
Then I roll for 2.
Oh, it's not dead just yet, but it's very, very close. All right.
Good.
That brings us to round 3. The entire time you're doing this,
Damn.
I imagine you kept your personal comms open. So, Eladia, Poppy,
Yeah.
you hear the sounds of like pew 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 pew. Vera like my brain like. So
Y'all okay down there?
you can respond. You can respond. It's free to respond.
Just a little flesh wound.
Hanging in there.
How?
All right. Next up, it is Vera.
Cool. At 0 stamina, do I have like drawbacks to my
Nope.
to my action?
Nope, you just not. But if you take any more damage, it comes straight from your hit points.
Right. Okay. Cool. Nice. In that case, I'm gonna get Seeker to shoot again. Ooh. Which is a 19.
That hits.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
And then a 4.
Describe your kill.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, just laser straight down directly through the head of this evil serpentine
Ah!
weirdo.
Wilhelm scream. Ah! As it dies, and that brings us out of. Oh crap! I have so many windows open right now. All right, that brings us out of the initiative and an end to the battle.
No, the music's gone.
And then I turn to Kate B and I'm like, the good thing about bringing a child on adult's mission is that children have toys.
Ooh, I love it.
Ooh.
Well, your toy certainly saved the day.
And I like fist bump Seeker on one of his little legs.
Oh.
I hope I
Seeker.
performed adequately for you, mistress.
I love this kind of like sort of upper class British kind of like tone of voice for Seeker.
I didn't want to do any accents. I didn't know if that would hit too far from home, because I've been told my British accent is horrible, so.
That's great.
Yeah, so yeah, so there you are. You guys have just taken your damage, and again, about Poppy, Eladia, let's cut to you guys for a second. You guys have had, I've just been hearing like these battle sounds, pistols going off, lasers going off, screams of this thing dying.
All that's going on, and Poppy's kind of just sitting there on her little chair. I'm assuming it's a swivel chair.
Okay.
So she's kind of just sitting there like. So you think they're okay?
I'm actually quite concerned. I read multiple life signs, and that was one, and it did that much damage.
She's still spinning around. Like, it takes a lot out of her to spin around this whole chair, which is like twice her size.
I bet.
So she's trying. She's like, I think they're alright. She's like, they're good.
I'm wondering if they need backup. If they encounter anything else at this point.
All right. Well, I did say be careful, right? So if they need help, they'll kind of they'll tell us. They'll let us know, right? Right?
I hope.
I'm sure they will. We'll be all right. I mean, worst comes to worst, they will let us know. And like as I'm saying that, you hear like a scream, like ah, like on the thing, and I'm like, they'll let us know. You know, they'll say back up or something. You know, they're fine.
So this is also a good point to remind everybody how stamina points work. So again, whenever you take damage from stamina points first. And yeah, that's and then once you reach 0 stamina, it starts immediately going towards your health. So like Adam, you have 1 stamina point left, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The next time you take something like 3 damage, you would reduce your stamina to 0, and then the remaining 2 go straight from your hit points.
Gotcha.
The only way for you to heal stamina points is if you take a 10-minute rest and burn a resolve point.
Okay.
But if you do that, let's say that you use all of your resolve points, and then you need resolve points to stabilize once you reach reach 0 HP. If you don't have any resolve points, your character dies right then and there.
Okay.
So it becomes a matter of using resolve points to heal stamina as needed. So again, you can burn a resolve point to get back all of your stamina points right now. But then again, if you get into another fight like this with just you two, and you keep burning stamina or keep burning resolve like that, it's very likely that your characters might end up dead.
Yeah, the way that I see it is, if any of you guys have ever played Halo, I kind of look at it like the Halo energy shield. You know, once the energy shield is down, then you start taking like actual health like damage. Yeah. So that's kind of how I see it. And I mean, I don't know if you've ever played Halo, but in Halo, once the energy shield is down, your health points go down very quickly.
Yes.
So that's it's very similar in Starfinder.
Okay. I have 2 healing serums. Am I able to use those?
You can. Those only work against hit points though. And since you haven't taken any hit point damage,
Oh.
there's no way. Again, there's the only way to heal stamina right now for you guys is if you burn a resolve point. So
Okay.
I want to call for backup. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. So we're coming into the Rise Maiden. And I just mentioned, we say we've taken some damage. Both of us are in a little bit of a bad way. We're okay. We can muster on. Poppy, the good news is that I've got a souvenir for you. I'm gonna take every one of this son of a bitch's teeth and make a necklace out of it.
Alright! She's excited. She's ecstatic.
Pull
But
up.
as she hears that, she's like, "Wait, but have you surveilled the whole ship? Have you seen if there's anything else in there?"
Well, that's what I wanted to mention. Lydia mentioned that she scanned other life forms still alive, still existing on the ship, correct?
Yes. I think you aren't too far from the airlock, correct? First
No,
airlock?
Yeah, we've not gone far.
All right, Poppy. I think we need to go down there.
Alright, you're speaking my language. Let's do it.
All right. Lydia's gonna rise up from her chair and start falling behind Poppy to the airlock.
Yeah, Poppy, you know Poppy's already there.
Yeah.
Run!
Anytime
Question.
someone mentions something that's a good idea to Poppy, she's already there. She's like, yeah, let's do it.
What's up?
How tall is the doorway for the airlock?
Tall
'Cause
enough.
I don't know if this ship was made for humanoids. Or tall enough? Do I have to duck? Or...
You'll have to like put your head down just a little bit, but you don't have to like squeeze or anything.
Fine.
It's comfortable enough for you to walk
Okay.
through.
Well, then when Eladia goes, she ducks down a little bit and then tucks in her wings as she walks through the airlock.
Nice. Okay. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Cool. Okay, so then you should see that your characters have popped up. No pun intended, Poppy. All right.
I like
I'm gonna
it.
move them right into the room with everybody. Ta-ta.
Look at how tiny
Yeah.
Poppy.
It's worth noting
I
that
love it.
it's worth noting that this enemy is small size, but Poppy is tiny size, so that thing is even bigger than you.
Anything, literally anything in the galaxy could squish Poppy.
Yes. It's worth noting just how small Poppy is. Like, good go. But again,
Like,
and it's worth noting that you while you're that small, you're just as fast as any one of them.
hell yeah. I wanted to ask, is she like about, like, for a general idea, is she about like Tinkerbell sized or a little bit bigger?
So she's like a foot. Like I said, she's like a foot and a half tall. So like, what's a foot and a half? Like the size of like what, like a 2-liter bottle of like soda. Like
Oh shit.
just
Okay,
a little
cool,
bit
cool,
bigger, like a little bit taller than that. Like a
cool.
little.
So literally,
bit taller.
literally like child group.
Yeah. Yeah, the book,
lack.
like the race says, like the book, like the information on your race says that each of them weighs about 4 pounds, which I did look into, and you can totally, like Seeker can totally like carry you, like no problem.
Amazing.
Oh hell yeah!
I can, yeah, he can fly with you.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, like
Do you need to convert those? Do you need to convert those freedom units for the international viewers?
So what? That would be like half a meter. You're half a meter tall. Half a meter tall.
Probably about.
Because a
right?
meter is about 3 feet, correct? Roundabouts. Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, 1 meter. I mean, 1 foot is about 0.3 meters.
Yeah. So you're like about a half of a meter tall. And about maybe 2 kilos. That's how much you weigh. 2 kilos. Around about.
Oh my god, she's so cute.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
you guys have showed up. What do you do when you walk in?
Since there's no battle, Can
I'm
I?
holding-
Is the body of that thing like just laying there? Or did it?
Yeah, with a hole in its head through its head where Seeker killed it.
Okay. I would like to take a closer look at the creature.
Yeah, the second Poppy walks in,
Um,
she just goes, "Holy shit!" and just runs up to it.
Actually, I really don't have a check for that. I'm just curious.
It would be mysticism, but you won't gain anything that you didn't already know about it from earlier.
Okay. I'm just curious. I'm just looking at it then.
Yeah,
Can anybody look at the altar and analyze where this artwork, where it derives from in the universe?
Anyone
Would that
with
be a culture check?
that would be a mysticism check.
I got a 4 for mysticism. I can try. Anyone have higher?
Nothing.
Okay, no.
I think you and Poppy are the only people with mysticism, but I think yours is probably the highest.
9.
Do you want me to roll too, or
Do you have mysticism, Poppy?
let me double check? I do. No, I don't. I have a star on mysticism,
But no skill points.
But-
Okay, yeah. So
no skill point.
okay, so Aladia, the only thing you can tell is that it is some type of altar, but you don't really know what kind it is, and you can tell, at the very least, you can tell that this is from a different plane of reality. But that's it.
Sorry, folks. I can't tell much about this shrine. Different plane of reality, similar to this creature. That's all I know.
Wherever it came, wherever it's from, it came out of that portal. And that portal, I don't imagine what's on the other side, but something tells me we might need to find out eventually.
Getting an ominous feeling about this mission.
Yeah,
Dun,
this
dun,
is magic.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
God, someone had to say it.
By the way, I pass my knife to Puffy just in case she doesn't have one, and I say, "You want those teeth? Happy digging."
I asked for a tooth, not a knife, but fine. And she's kind of just going in there. She's digging at it. She's like, "Whoa, this is the size of my fist." Like,
It's also it's also important to know that you can operate knives and guns by the little network of wires attached to your head. So even though the knife is almost as big as you are, you can still use it just as well as anyone else can.
her little head tentacles are doing it. I think they're wires, right? Her little head wires
Yeah.
are doing it. But she just wants one tooth, just because Poppy, because this is her cute little fact, is just because it's her first adventure. She was sprouted on Castrovel, and she's never really experimented anything, but she's seen so many people come and go that she wants to have souvenirs of every little thing that she does outside. Their first experiment. So she's kind of not first experiment, first experience. Doing something. So she wants a little. Yeah.
Okay, B's like, "Poppy, didn't you say this was your first adventure outside of your planet?"
Yeah, kind of. Why?
You guys say, "Well, you got a hell of a lot of fortitude for you. Can I have my knife, please?"
Yeah, of course. And she just
Handle first.
Handle
she just throws it at him yeah, of course.
practice what stabbing.
Just his quick reaction, taps it right out of the air, flips it in her hand a little bit, slides it back into
Roll
holster.
dexterity. Roll dexterity.
No, it's fine. Because that can literally just poke someone's eye out. No, screw that.
Amy, keeping us honest.
Also,
no.
Can I inspect Balthazar and see if there's any interesting technology or materials that I could just harvest for creating stuff?
Go ahead and roll an engineering. I don't know why I'm making you do this, but go ahead and roll it.
Being honest.
That's going to be 17.
Yeah, so you are 100% positive that there's no technology on this creature. Let's see.
Awesome.
Yeah. The altar, though, as you reach towards the altar to touch it, you can tell that the fire is purely holographic.
Oh. Interesting.
The altar itself is technological, but nothing beyond pure simple holographic technology.
I see.
So whatever this thing was, it really was. Maybe it's related to that sleazy guy using such trickery and stuff.
Sleazy Jenkins.
Sleazy Jenkins.
Sleazy Jenkins, y'all. Trying to sell you the latest starship in the galaxy. Who knows if we'll see Sleazy Jenkins again?
Just call it sleazy.
I really don't think this has a lot to do with Sleazy, especially since he was trying to sell us a completely different ship. But, he was a sleazy character.
Talia's canceled. Terrible. It's fucking terrible.
Thank you.
Well, the fact that this thing was holographic, it immediately suggests that this creature isn't as mystic. Maybe it's less derived from magic and more from technology and trickery. So, is there anything not on Balthazar, but is there anything within the hologram of the fire that I can check for technology if I roll perception?
Nothing that Vera would have already seen, but you can still roll a perception check.
All right, well, might as well do that. It was 10, wasn't it? Yes, it was. 24.
All right. So with that, you're trying to look at this altar to see if there's any kind of technology in it. And again, you kind of see Vera's pretty much inspected it as much as she could. However, there's a weird statue in the corner of your eye, in the corner of the room that catches your eye, and it looks like it's missing a foot.
Ooh.
Foot fetishes. What did I say?
And I'm to assume that this is it's the same color as the foot that I collected before. Red.
Say it one more time.
Is it a red statue?
Yes.
All right. Well, I pull out the foot that I picked up before in the previous room. I turn to everybody and I say, "What do you think? What do you think will happen if I put the foot back on the statue?"
It's a trap!
Feels like right.
I think that we're out here for a reason, and there's no other reason than to find the fuck out. Let's do it! Come on!
KP goes, "Well, we all know what you want, Poppy, but we need to think about this clearly for a second here."
Yeah, you're right. You're kind of right, but at the same time, I really do think, the foot's missing for a reason. Oh, actually, now that you say it, it's missing for a reason. So, I mean, don't do it, actually. Don't listen to me.
Well, I'm just a tech guy, so I'm not really sure about freaky feet.
Kate B turns to Lydia and asks, "Lydia, is there anything that you can ascertain from this statue?"
So, I would like to... Can I do a mysticism check on that statue?
Absolutely.
Sweet. 10.
Unfortunately, not enough. So it's some god with the way that it's crafted, but you have no idea what kind of god it is. And you notice that the rest of the statue is not nearly as ornate or pretty or really worth anything. It looks like the feet were the only thing carved out of some good material.
Just quite a crude statue. Maybe that Balthazar joke.
Come on, put it in.
Maybe. I mean, we won't know until we try it.
Is there a way quickly to will perception of the statue? Can I do a perception of the statue, Mark?
You did earlier. The one that you did earlier is we're gonna use that one. So it just looks like it would be a perfect fit.
So either it was stolen for its because it looks quite ornate for its possible monetary value, or it was detached to prevent something from happening.
Well, we checked it before. we did a price check before. We estimated this foot is probably worth no more than 5 credits. So whatever it does, whatever it is, probably doesn't have as much monetary value.
So it has more cultural significance.
Which leads me to wonder what it could do. Well, we're a crew here together. I think we should vote on it. I vote to inspect the rest of the ship first before we proceed with this statue.
Yeah, maybe we could find someone who knows something about it that could tell us something about it.
Good point.
I would also like to err on the side of caution.
Realistically, I think that we could find someone who knows a little bit better about the statue, or we could, get it over with now. and I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be impatient, but I'm just saying, think of it this way. Before we get back to someone who would know anything about the statue, we have to stop at the port or the landing bay, and the people that we owe the ship to are going to be waiting for us there. So we kind of have to figure this out on our own.
It's a good point. Those people are probably waiting for us.
With our money, by the way.
With our money. With our money. Should we proceed with the rest of the ship then, and come back to the statue later?
I think we should just...
I'm picturing
Poppy,
Poppy like reaching up for the foot.
Poppy, you said you wanted to go on an adventure, right? Well, part of an adventure is the unknown. Nobody knows what's behind those doors. Don't you want to have an adventure?
Do it! Put in!
Think of it this way, Poppy. If we reattach the foot and blow up the ship, there is no more adventure. So...
Right.
Damn, what a good way to look at it, though.
No, hear me out. If we reattach the foot, we will find a way to live. We just won't make money. But we will still be alive, and we'll find other ways to make money. So put in the damn foot. Come on.
Can I, at this point, can I just get Seeker to pick up Poppy and just sort of start flying onwards, just continuing on.
At once, mistress.
The foot, come on! Ah!
Avoiding the path of the foot as well.
The KB puts the foot back into her cargo bag, ready to proceed to see what's the rest, what else we will find on the ship. And may I remind everybody that we still need to find the cockpit to fly this thing back into the station.
It's true. So you have 3 doors. Go ahead.
Oh,
that's okay. It's okay.
I wanted to do something really quick, if possible.
Okay.
After Ree, did you want to do something?
Oh no, it's fine.
As I'm on like the robot, I forgot his name. Seeker. As I'm on Seeker, can I roll a perception or something like that around the room to kind of see if I can see something, like off in the room or something that no one has really noticed yet?
Go for it. Above the ceiling.
Sweet. Okay. 18 plus.
Yeah, so everything of value has been taken into account. Like, you don't find anything else from like this higher vantage point.
Total 23.
Yeah, nothing of particular interest remains in this room.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Now there are 3 doors that remain. You have one going to the south, one going to the east, and one going north. And which one will you guys choose to go on is a question that we will answer next time when we play. Because we are going to end it here for today.
Yeah.
So, everyone who's
Awesome.
watching, thank you so much for tuning in today. This was awesome. I had a great time playing with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well.
Been awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in.
Definitely.
Liking it so far.
Buddy?
Yes, thanks, guys.
Everyone, keep in mind though that with this new campaign, we are going to a new schedule. We will be streaming every 2 weeks, so this will be 2 weeks before we pick up this adventure again. So this would be on the July 5th.
Fifth?
July 5th for us in Japan, July 4th for those of you in America. So
Oh shit.
be prepared to pick this up again in 2 weeks. Everyone, thank you so much for playing. Everyone watching, thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time.
So,
Thanks,
goodbye.
Aiden's out.
Bye bye.
Bye.